Good day, champions. Becoming the best version of yourself by being all that you can be is what we are discussing today. Let me ask you a question. What are you capable of? What would you accomplish if you had the discipline to go after being the best version of yourself that you could be? How happy would you be if you really worked on achieving your true desires and dreams? What would you do more often? Where would you live? In the city or an urban area? Who would you spend more time with? Would you draw, paint, meditate, rock climb, skydive? In what ways would you contribute, add value to the world? If you are not doing these things at all or often, or putting things in place so that you can, then I would venture to say you are not becoming the best version of yourself. You are not developing the possibilities of your full potential. And after years of struggling with this myself, more and more, I am understanding that this is what a fulfilling life is all about. It is about becoming the best version of yourself. Before we go further, let me introduce myself to all the new people here. Welcome to the channel, New Champions. I'm Anoxando, and on this channel we are champions because we are working on intentionally building our lives the way we want it through mindset and goal achievements. And we share videos on exactly how to do that. So glad to have you join the tribe. 30, 40, 50, even 60 years from now, when you look back at your life, would you like to think you lived a meaningful life? I know most of us would. So what would it take for you to make that possible? I would dare to say it would mean that you would have to be the best version of yourself. To be all that you can be, you would need to use your resources, your skills, abilities, gifts, talents, capabilities rightly. Not doing the best that we can in life actually diminishes our view of ourselves, making us feel regret because we know there is more within us that has been untapped. So, what is your plan to tap into and start becoming the best version of yourself? Ask yourself, if I continue to do what I'm doing now, would I get to where I truly want to be in life? If your answer is yes, great. Keep going, champion. But if you find your answer to be no, then some reevaluation is required. What are your most dominant thoughts about? What are you spending most of your time doing? This indicates the type of results that you have, because as you know, you reap what you sow. Let's therefore be conscious of what we are consistently sowing, because an apple tree will surely not produce orange fruits. I'll link a video up above on conscious and subconscious programming. This will tell you a bit about what you are attracting through your type of thinking. You may have to start by identifying the limiting beliefs that are keeping you from reaching your full potential. Find and examine the problem areas that are holding you back from moving forward. It is so empowering to find that much of how our life turns out is actually within our hands. We must recognize this and work with this knowledge to our advantage. To ensure that we do this, we must put a plan for the best version of ourselves in place and start executing it. What should be in your plan? Is it more parenting, spiritual, or educational books you need to read and apply? Or is it eating healthy or getting outdoors more often? Learning a new skill or applying for a job that is more in alignment with your values and beliefs? Or one that earns more? Passing an exam or joining a professional association or network? Spending more reflective time with yourself? Developing a schedule for enhanced productivity, budgeting, or being creative by being in the flow, in the zone more often? Only you will know what you need to sow. But what you want to reap in the future will indicate what you need to be sowing now. The bottom line is, are your current practices getting you to where you want to go? Or is it like you don't balance your checkbook because you don't want to face the reality of not having enough money as you continue to live off of credit? In which case, we are being delusional, aren't we? And we eventually have to face the facts. But better it be sooner than later, don't you think? No judgment after facing the facts and finding that you are not quite where you wanted to be in terms of your finances or your relationships or your career or your health. It is just to let you know your starting point. If you don't know where you are, it is difficult to get directions towards where you want to go, isn't it? This starting point is a clean slate. You're taking 100% responsibility for your life with zero excuses. No more blaming this person in your present or that person in your past or this circumstance or that circumstance. Remember the saying, if it is to be, it is up to me? Yes, accountability as an adult starts with you. Only you are responsible for moving your life forward. I know that thought of 100% responsibility might be scary or exciting for some of you, but let's stick to the exciting part. To deal with the scary part, watch this video on fear after finishing. Do know that everyone has their issues, their past, their self-doubts. You are no different, but you must learn to overcome whatever self-doubt, fear, victim mentality that has you trapped in order to move forward. So now that you know that it is up to you, guess what? You can start working on being the best version of yourself today. Today is the best time to start making decisions on the changes that will make a difference in your future. Changes that will bring about the life you want. If you don't make the changes, your life is going to be the same. Guess what the next 2, 5, 10 years will be like? The same. We often hear that the future is unknown. But the truth is, if there's no change in the way you interact with yourself, mentally empowering instead of disempowering yourself, and the world around you blaming instead of taking 100% responsibility and moving forward, then your future is not going to be too different from your current reality. So commit to spending the time to put in place your way forward plan, starting today to become the best version of yourself. I've linked up a video on soul searching, discovering what you want to get you started. If you're not sure what the best version of your life would look like, apart from the inversion planning mentioned in that video, another thing you can do is to find a common theme in all the activities that you enjoy doing. How do these activities make you feel? In what ways or why do they light you up? What about them energizes you? The understanding of what energizes and lights you up to take action is a way to find what fulfills you and creates meaning in your life, naturally bringing out the best in you. For me, I found that what energizes and lights me up to take action is being of service, using my knowledge and skills to impact others positively. And I see it in both my personal and professional life. I can trace it all the way back to majoring in international relations and French for my bachelor's, to be part of a bigger world of change and to be able to communicate with more people from around the world. Or in my first job in Chicago as a union organizer, organizing school bus drivers for better working conditions. Volunteering to spend time and reading to the elderly, sharing my knowledge and skills with the youth, intentionally working on living a fulfilling life that will impact my family positively, and even starting this channel. All of these have in common the theme of me wanting to or using my skills and knowledge to make a tangible impact in the lives of others. This is what energizes me and lights me up for action. What is it that energizes you and lights you up for action? This is the one thing you must find if you have not done so yet, and it will make a big difference for you taking the steps to becoming the best version of yourself or not. So pay attention to what energizes you and lights you up for action. What activities or circumstances give you endless energy, makes you feel alive, or that you love to do, that puts you in the zone or in a flow state so that you can do it for hours and hours where you lose track of time. Other ways to tell is the feeling of expansion, opening up, becoming more. Activities then that feel restrictive, that drains you or are exhausting, are obviously not where you draw energy from. Some people love maths, others poetry, others pottery. There is no good or bad, just preferences. So notice what brings out the best in you, allows you to shine, and plant more of those seeds to find more of what the best version of yourself likes, doesn't like, is naturally drawn to, or is crippled by. This is a big clue to the things that contribute to your best life, where and how you should spend your time, and the paths to follow. Because at the end of the day, the thing that gives you the most energy is what's going to be most fulfilling for you. It is the biggest sign to where you thrive and shine the most. When you're in this space, you don't have to pursue becoming the best version of yourself. It is a consequence of developing it with the right plan, right attitude, and taking 100% responsibility, accountability, being committed and disciplined to follow your plan, and acting on what energizes, expands, and lights you up. This leads you to not only becoming the best version of yourself, but also attract success by the person you become. Way to hit two birds with one stone, champion. Let me know if you've liked this video by giving it a like and a share. Make sure to also subscribe and hit the notification bell if you haven't done so already. And come back for more information and inspiration on how to live the life you want. Thanks for watching, and see you soon by watching these other videos next.